What is going on, everybody? This is Maximilian, and we're back for another episode of the incredibly fantastic, super duper exciting, edge of your seat invigorating Pokemon Silver series. Okay, maybe that's a little bit exaggerative, but I mean, come on, it's another Pokemon episode. What's not to like? So, today we are going to fight Sabrina in Saffron City. Now, I really hoped the Fighting Dojo would still be there because I really wanted the level grind a little bit more. But, well, what can you do? Apparently they're off fighting in Johto or something, so no extra free trainers there, but this one's pretty much going to be a solo on Houndoom's part, because Dark-type Pokemon are kinda good against Psychic types, in case you didn't know that. He's basically invincible, even though he's several levels behind when it comes to Sabrina's team. It's just autopilot. I mean, the only reason I actually had a little bit of difficulty, and I stressed the little there, because it really was no challenge at all getting through this gym, was the fact that I had to waste a couple of items, like a full heal on the poison gas that Drowsy laid down here for some reason. Like, how does that thing even know poison gas? I don't understand how they assign some of the moves to these Pokemon. This just doesn't make any sense. Like, I'm pretty sure the first thing that comes to your mind when you think of Drowsy or Hypnos, this looks like a Pokemon that could use a poison gas attack. I mean, I'm not one of the developers, so I guess I can't really say, but that one's beyond me. So, basically you just bite them and feint attack to death, and they die. They can't use any of their special attacks against you, which is where the bulk of their power comes from. Psychic Pokemon are essentially useful for their special attack stat, because it's usually insane, assuming it actually does affect the Pokemon you're fighting. But in this case, since they're fighting nothing but my Houndoom, it can't really do anything. So they have secondary moves, maybe? Maybe they have secondary moves, because these are all randomly generated movesets, and I'm pretty sure they just take the last four that are beneath the level what they're currently at. So it is entirely possible that the only attack they have is a Psychic type, and they can't actually do anything to me. Which is kind of what happened in Alakazam's case, although I'm pretty sure that was just kind of a delaying the inevitable scenario. You'll see that in a minute. But yeah, there's really not a whole lot to this gym. This was just nothing but Houndoom doing his thing, being a Dark-type Pokemon, and just not dying. So yeah, nothing terribly interesting going on in this episode. Unfortunately, I know it's not that exciting for this one. But don't worry, we are going to get to Red very soon. After this one, we only have 2 gyms left to go. 2 gyms! Oh, you're so unbelievably close. You can almost taste Mount Silver from where we're at right now. And then on top of that, we also have yet to do the Celebi glitch, which I will be doing. I promise you I'm going to be doing the Celebi glitch. Unfortunately, we're still not quite there yet. See, it doesn't have the convenient nature of the Old Man glitch and the Ditto glitch, where you could pretty much do them fairly early in the game. Didn't take a whole lot of work to actually get there. The problem with the Celebi glitch is that not only is it incredibly difficult and tedious to do, but it requires you to actually catch Pokemon that are in the 50s. Maybe not catch them in the 50s, but you have to raise them up to level 50. So, to even start the glitch, we have to do some pretty drastic undertakings. So it's going to be a little bit of time before we actually get there. Heck, we might even beat Red before we actually do the Celebi glitch. Nonetheless, I am going to do it, because it is a really cool glitch. And I mean, come on, it's Celebi. You pretty much have to do it. Now, technically, you can do this for any Pokemon you wanted. This is kind of like the Ditto glitch, where it's all dependent on a value of a specific stat that's pertinent to the glitch. However, this one is so time-consuming, not to mention incredibly difficult, that I'm only going to do it once. Like, trying to complete a catch-em-all with that would just be unreasonable, like, nigh impossible with the amount of time that I have to actually invest into this series. So, we're going to leave it at Celebi. Completing a catch-em-all is not possible on this ROM without trading, unless you're going to do the glitch for every single Pokemon you can't get in Silver, which is thoroughly extensive since they expanded the Pokedex to 251. There's several Pokemon that you can only get in Gold, not to mention the original starters and various other Pokemon that you can only get in Red, Blue, and Yellow, which is hella awkward. So, no complete Pokedex here. Sorry, guys. But Celebi in the near future. In addition to Red, which is going to be sweet. I'm loving the way this team is shaping up right now, especially with Houndoom and Dragonair, now that they're actually at a reasonable level where they can, hold their own and I don't have to bait and switch anymore, or find an experience all. Not that that wouldn't be a bad idea at this point. because I'm probably going to end up using it anyway to level grind to get to where we can fight Red. But, dude, the team, all the Dream Team is going to be so sick. There's still one Pokemon we have yet to acquire, though. That is Ho-Oh. I plan on going for Ho-Oh after we beat the 8th gym. Mostly because Ho-Oh is level 70, and we're going to have to beef up our Pokemon to take a couple of hits before we can actually catch it. So I want to be prepared for that more than anything. I'd rather not have to do like a whole Mewtwo Ultra Ball scenario where it just takes try after try after try to actually get it. Because I know it's fairly straightforward to do. I've done it before with like only 2 or 3 tries. It's just there is always that potential to make it incredibly more difficult if we're not adequately prepared. So I am going to do that after we defeat all of the Kanto Gym leaders. And that shouldn't take too much longer, really. I mean, I should probably level grind a little more before I end up fighting the last 2. But at the rate we're going, my Pokemon are under-leveled compared to the rest of the gym leaders I've been fighting, except for Janine, of course, because, I mean, I was freaking Janine. She was terrible. But we've been doing well, and managing to beat these gym leaders without too much of trouble. So I'm going to try to get into that as quickly as I can. I will probably level grind a little bit just to be on the safe side. But for the most part, they're fairly, I don't want to say low level, but they're close to each other at this point, so to speak. I don't think we actually get past the low 50s, if we even get into the low 50s for the rest of the gym leaders. So if I can get my Pokemon up into the mid 40s or even the high 40s, then we will be A-okay. Absolutely golden. Now, the next obvious gym, since we're going to do this in order, because I'm absolutely OCD about keeping my my nostalgia intact, is Cinnabar Island. Now, unfortunately, the story goes that the volcano on Cinnabar erupted, sending magma and ash and stuff everywhere. Well, some of this magma hit on the beaches of Fuchsia. You know where that route is, where you can get into that little Route 19, I think it is, where you go into the ocean and then surf left to get to Cinnabar Island. That is permanently blocked off now, so we can't actually go that way to get there. Which means the 7 or 8 or so trainers that were in there before, no longer there for us. Kind of sucks, but what can you do? And it's not like Houndoom would have done well in there anyway. I would have had to have Dragonaired the entire way through that, which would have been kind of annoying. Because I don't have any Thunder TMs to teach Dragonair yet. I mean, I guess I could teach it Zap Cannon, but I'm a little iffy on that one just because of how inaccurate it is. So, we're actually going to have to go through Pallet Town to get to Cinnabar Island. The thing is, though, I haven't actually found Pallet Town yet. I haven't found Pallet Town yet, so to speak. I haven't actually found Viridian City yet, either. So, I'm going to close off the episode by going to Viridian City, going to the Pokemon Center there and saving the game, so that way I'll be able to fly to Viridian whenever I need to, and then continue on from there. More than likely, the next episode will be me fighting the gym leader in Cinnabar Island, which I'm pretty sure is still Blaine, but I could be wrong on that. They do tend to throw you a curveball or two whenever you're playing Pokemon Silver. So yeah, that is the recent course of action for the next couple of games. But you've probably been wondering what I've been up to for the past couple of weeks, where I literally have not been uploading anything. So, here's a quick little explanation. First off, I got my partnership finalized with Fullscreen. That was awesome. So freaking cool. And my buddy Mitch hooked me up with a sick partner banner and channel background to go with it, on top of a couple of thumbnails for my videos. Thank you, Mitch. You're the best. By the way, if you don't know who Mitch is, he's a really sick graphic designer. He's incredibly talented for his age, like, even just in general. Like, he's really talented. His link is in the description. It's in the description for all my videos, but you guys should go check him out. Like, this kid, like, not only is he actually pretty good at Call of Duty and stuff like that, like, he's just really fun to be around, and he has got the sick graphic designer skills. So go ahead and check out the stuff that he does. He's done things for people like Woody and Mercadurka before, and myself. Definitely got to check that guy out. Got to plug him every once in a while, because he is just thebomb.com, if you get what I'm saying. So, that's also what happened. In addition to that, tax season rolled around, although most of you probably aren't involved in tax season. I'm guessing that the demographic I appeal to with these videos probably isn't going to be filing a tax return, whether federal or state for that matter. I mean, if you have, that's cool. Like, you're starting to get into the real world. You starting to figure out how things work, like how much it sucks to be an adult, blah, 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 that kind of thing. But yeah, I filed my first tax return ever this last April 15th. Well, not April 15th, a couple days before, because like I waited until the last minute, but not the very last minute. I kind of pushed it hard on that one, and then all of a sudden I realized, holy crap, I haven't done my tax return. So I sat down for the hour or so it took me to do it, filed it, and found out I'm going to get a little over $500 back, which is pretty awesome, because, like, I mean, technically it was my money to begin with, because I did earn it working, and ended up having it deducted out of my paycheck automatically to give to the federal government, but it feels like it's just someone handing you money, because you've never actually held it in your hands before, so it just feels like you won the lottery or something. All of a sudden, like, I just got $500 I didn't have before. This is really cool. So all of a sudden, I got this driving urge to start spending money now. And I'm trying to contain myself because I'm going a little bit over budget as is for April. But I will hopefully keep myself intact after that. But it was pretty cool. Like, I kind of figured just growing up that, oh man, tax season, the last thing I want to deal with is filing tax returns. But it actually wasn't that bad. I mean, with all the electronic filing software and websites that are up there today, like TurboTax, they make it really straightforward, especially since I'm only really made income from two sources, my employer and then my bank account interest. It was incredibly easy to file everything. And it's just taken care of automatically. They'll send you the refund in a couple weeks. Relatively painless. So, I mean, I'm pretty grateful that I actually had to wait until like we actually had the technology to make this so much simpler, as opposed to the days of yore when they had to file tax returns with a pencil and paper. Oh man, I could not have imagined filling that out. But anyway, that's what I've been up to. YouTube partnership and taxes. So it was a fairly eventful week. I went to a baseball game. Cardinals are awesome. Woohoo, go Cardinals! All kinds of other things too, hanging out with friends. But yeah, back in the YouTube swing. So, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good one. See you later.